We
Maybe.
learned a lot today, dude. Like, you need to really take inventory and stock of like who the loyal friends are, and sometimes you
Mm,
need to take stock on how much time you might be gazing at a dick during a threesome, and that's what Raysean has to
yeah.
wrestle with from here on out. Who's got the first one? I do, right?
Yeah, you do. You start us off.
Oh, we don't do an intro anymore?
No, we just kind of drop it in.
Yeah, just start.
Oh, dang. We all pre-recorded now.
We just start.
What?
Yeah, we do.
I can't even.
I'm processing how little Raysean like realizes about the format of the show sometimes.
You know
Oh,
what,
you put those
Kyle?
memes in? Oh, yeah, I know that.
Which meme was your favorite, Raysean?
That first one really got
know,
What
me.
about the church?
I see so many memes. It's like I can't even remember
Oh,
which
you
one
can't
was
remember the
actually
memes that come up
Oh,
on
they
your own
all blend
podcast. Got
together.
It's
it.
just like
Okay.
it's. I don't think they're not meme specific to the podcast. So that's what it sometimes throw me
Sometimes
off
they
a little
work into
bit.
the previous segment, man.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So that's the way we'll start the episode today. This is the intro today. It's Raysean. Doesn't give a goddamn about the advice pod. And he can't even be bothered to check out the new video version of it on YouTube, wherein you can see our faces and the Reddit post and sometimes some memes. Anyway, I got
I'll be
the first
honest with
one.
you guys. I hate
Yeah.
hearing my voice. All right, you can go.
I think you have the best voice, man. I love hearing your voice.
Thank you, Kyle.
You say the funniest shit on top of it. It's like you got good voice and you say funny shit. Why don't you stop being my friend Raysean? All right?
Yeah, be nice.
For real. All right. I got the first one today. So I'm gonna share that now, except forget how.
There we go. Oh, hey.
Anyone else still close and lock the bathroom door even when you live alone or know no one will be home for the foreseeable future? I work from home and I know when my girlfriend gets home every day. Yet I can never take a shit without the door being locked and forget about it being wide open. Okay, I don't know if this is
Nice.
really like an advice so much as something that like it's from r
Like a
slash
little
random
quirk.
thoughts.
I'll say.
I'll go
Oh,
first.
my
Oh.
fault. You go,
No,
Kyle.
please,
Go for it.
Raysean. Have
What do you
at
got?
it.
Drop the
Oh, what
knowledge,
I
right?
was gonna say, like, I know, like, when I'm in the house and like, cause my brother's door is like next to the bathroom, and if I have to take a shit, I hate when his door is open. It makes me feel really weird. Like I don't like that. That's one thing that that freaks me out.
Are you worried about he's like gonna walk in on you in the bathroom, or are you worried he's gonna hear you taking a dump?
I think it's that because sometimes I don't think I take the
You don't
most
take the most quiet shits.
quiet, like average shits. I'd be taking some shits where
There's
it's like,
some volume.
Is he all right? Like
Now that
I
I've
don't
met
know.
you in person, I have a whole new appreciation for what you just said. I believe that you take some massive dumps, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
So you're a door locked, shut, keep all the doors shut kind of guy?
I'm probably keep a door shut, play my TikTok. If I don't have my phone, that is the weirdest shit ever. Like I feel so weird, like not
just
having
you and
my
your
phone.
thoughts and your shit.
That's like a genuine type of torture, having a shit just think.
And
remember back before cell phones when you would just read like the shampoo bottle? Was that just
even
me?
know what I used to do.
You would just take anything off the counter and read it. The ingredients for the hand soap, like anything. No, just me.
No, I just sit there and think about shit while I shit.
No.
No, but see, I'm one of those people that kind of like waits to that second when I know when I get on the toilet, it's gonna come on out. And if it doesn't, I know I'm sick. I'll be like, oh my god, I'm
So
gonna
what
be
you're
here
saying,
forever.
what I'm hearing is that you're a very efficient shitter. So like when you
know
you're going to the toilet, you know it's time to go to the toilet. You're not gonna go in there and sit around for like an extra 10 minutes after you drop some D's.
That's good for you though. If you're sitting on the toilet too long, it's bad for you.
Why?
Oh no,
it can have an effect, not to be like a weirdo, but I know a lot about pooping. It can cut off your circulation, and it can also give you hemorrhoids, and it can train your brain to not have as good control over your like sphincter muscles.
This explains so much. This explains so much. I mean, not for me personally, obviously, but for a guy I know who recently talked to me about all of his Shitting experiences, yes.
You shouldn't sit on the toilet for a long time.
Not to me, though. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Not me. He talked to me. It wasn't.
Some guy named Lyle.
It's my friend Mike.
Damn.
I have like 4 friends named Mike, so
could
that actually kind of tracks. You know, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. If it's not one Mike, it could be another. It's definitely not me, though.
Yeah, Mike, take care of your butthole. Don't sit on the toilet for so long. Personal advice to you from me.
Because then when you go to stand up and your legs are asleep, like that's proof right there in the pudding of more circulation. But Mike, you know, if you stand up too fast and your legs are asleep, you don't realize you fall over, you bang your head on the bathtub, you know, you're dead.
Then
Mike.
You're out.
You're dead.
You know, pants down.
I die banging my head on the bathtub. I'm trying to wipe my ass now.
I would say just kill me, but you're already dead. It would be the ultimate.
No, just imagine being found
Yeah.
like that, and they just like,
oh God,
what do you think happened?
No.
EMS fucking ambulance people show up. They're like,
it's a massive shit.
We can save them. I'm like, don't.
Just let me be dead.
Just let me die.
I'm never getting over this. Yeah.
Tell my mama I was mugged.
Even
make it up.
Recover. I'll never emotionally recover from this level of shame from banging my head open while I was trying to wipe my own ass.
Horrible.
Wow. All right, that was a good way to start. All right, cool.
Well, I, in case you were wondering, I keep my door wide open.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah. Because it's my house. Literally my house. No one's there. My front door is locked at all times.
So your kids could just walk in and you having a shit?
First of all, you think that if I shut my door, that would stop them from coming in? No. If the door is shut and locked, they would stand right outside of it and knock until I let them in. If I leave the door open, they're just like, oh, are you pooping? And then they leave because they don't want to be part of that. But if I make it secretive, then they're like, what are you doing? Let me in. I need to wash my hands. Coco spilled something on me. I need to get a towel. You know what I mean? It's horrible.
Yo, kids sound annoying as hell.
Yeah, they are. But I love them. Door wide open. All times. All times of the day.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter. Yeah. For everything.
Tracks.
What about you, Kyle?
Oh, I keep the door locked all the time. You think I'm going to let somebody come in there and look at me wiping my own butt? No way. What if I fucking fell over and hit my head on the tub? All right, we just lost Kelly's video, but that's fine because she has this cute-ass cartoon avatar just like any of us do should we accidentally have shitty internet service any night that we are recording. So, Kelly, even though you are now a cartoon avatar, I do envision, even in the cartoon world, it would only make sense that if you're taking a shit to lock the door, whether you're home or not, regardless.
No, I always keep it open.
Yeah, all right. Having kids is weird. Your opinion don't matter. You're a mom. I know what I said, and I said what I said. Goodbye.
Okay.
Next. Who's next?
Next.
Raysean, I believe you have the next one.
Yo, we're going to be doing a Would You Rather. Would you rather be a cyborg ninja or a vampire samurai? Edit. You can use your imagination for their own strengths and weaknesses. Create your own version of each, as long as one remains a cyborg ninja and the other a vampire samurai.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm throwing that fucking edit or whatever he called it out the toilet, dude. Right into the goddamn toilet. The toilet that somebody had to lock their door to be able to throw into because they're worried somebody's going to come in while they're taking a dump.
Life or death situation.
You can't just make up shit, like make them up as you go with their own strengths and weaknesses. No, you have to stick to the script, dog. You either got a cyborg ninja or a vampire samurai. So you think about the strengths and weaknesses of a cyborg and a ninja, put them together. Strengths of a vampire and a samurai, put those together. You can just make shit up. Well, my vampire samurai is not allergic to the sun. He won't burst into flames because it's samurai. Like,
I can go to an Italian restaurant because I'm not allergic to garlic.
Yeah, fuck that. This guy cannot go out in the sun or go to Italian restaurants. You can't just make up your own goddamn rules. You have to think about it from a practicality standpoint. And really, at that point, it's all about preference because obviously they both have tremendous pros and cons.
I think what he did was actually smart because if you have a lot of nerd discussions, depending on how each person see each element or which vampires they want to use, or it's you have to all agree. So like each team or each different group of people can have their version of how they want to do it.
Okay, so let's do it like this, right? Let's each of us real quick, right in a row. It'll go me. No, I want to go last. Actually, we'll go Kelly, Raysean, me. Give us your
Rapid
pick,
fire.
one or the other, and then we'll each defend our positions on each. Okay.
Okay.
So, Kelly, you go first. What do you got?
Vampire samurai.
Okay, Ray, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm still.
What part of rapid fire is not connecting? Raysean?
I'm still thinking. It's because it's so many
fire
differences.
more rapidly.
It's like cyborgs are like, but in vampires, I mean, like that's like that's ancient. Like you lived for a long time. You most likely are beasts no matter what. And then cyborgs are always human minds, so they're always, unless they can like get better as they move, and like it's so many different types of cyborgs, you know what I mean? So
I'm so glad.
But they're cyborg ninjas, you got to think about that aspect too. It's not just
he's trying to walk himself into his own answer.
I like
Raysean,
swords.
Pick one.
Ninjas have swords too, dog. Why are you being racist?
Oh, that is true. They could have swords. But then vampires do have a big ass weakness. At least cyborgs can fight. And then you can have different weapons. That is another candidate with and you can take your arm off and shoot it off. That could be something. Oh, okay. And then you can have like a whole, like a Jarvis.
It sounds like you're coming around to cyborg ninja.
I might, but then you might not even need that as a vampire, because vampires are like they can't die. Okay, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna just go
ninja for Raysean.
I might go cyborg ninja. I'm gonna go cyborg ninja right now. I might change depending on.
So glad we did that so quick.
Yeah, no, the fact that I set it up as rapid fire, only to have that be the second response of the rapid fire.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I told y'all this is a lot. I was thinking about this for 10 minutes. I just didn't get an answer yet.
Glad you did some pre-show thought about it, and then we got to hear it again.
Imagine if we had it raw, no thought at all. That would have been crazy.
Jesus Christ, it would have been for another 15 minutes. Yo, I'm going Cyborg Ninja. Obviously, easy pick, no doubt about it. Cyborg Ninjas, they can go in the sun. Easy. You can upgrade yourself forever. You can live forever. It's Cyborg Ninja. I don't have to think twice about it. I like vampires. I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer all 7 seasons, like probably 10 different times, front to back. Vampires are cool as fuck. Don't get me wrong. So samurais, Silver Samurai, that motherfucker fucking beats up Logan sometimes. The Wolverine. Samurais also have their own merit, but also you have to think about like what the ultimate combination or marriage of these two quirks or two different types of being badass is. And obviously, Cyborg Ninja has the best of. They have the most pros with the least cons. Well said.
So I will not deny that. I definitely think that being like the vampire samurai has some big holes there in the plot, but I picked it for the vibes, really. I want to be like a lady of the night and suck your blood.
That's the most Kelly shit I've heard all day, dude. All right.
Did you pick vampire samurai?
Hell yeah, I did.
You know,
I get to be a vampire.
You can live forever.
And I get to be a vampire. Like every teenage girl. I bet I could go online and I could find fan fiction about this.
And you have magic.
So quick.
I might be a vampire samurai now.
What's the magic?
God damn it, Raysean. You thought about it for 10 minutes, and now you're changing back to the vampire samurai. Kelly, tell me what your favorite iteration of fictional vampires is. Are you a Buffy fan like me? Or are you like some other vampires? Your preferable adaptation of what a vampire is in pop culture? What's your favorite vampire shit?
I'm currently rewatching The Vampire Diaries.
That shit's horny, right?
I mean, what do you mean? It's like TV 17.
I thought it was on HBO. They had like titties and stuff.
No, I mean it's on HBO now, but it used to be on TV.
Oh, I thought it was on HBO. No, you're
thinking of True Blood.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
True Blood. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That one's the horny one. There's some actual legit titties out on display.
That's the only one I'd probably bother to watch.
And the books were okay. The show is all right.
Can't read. That's why I watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't have to read.
What do you think, Raysean? You good with Cyborg? Ninja?
Yeah, Raysean, you're right. This is how we'll wrap it up. Have any of us swayed you on which might be the cooler of the two? like vampires obviously have their titties all the time, but like think about a cyborg ninja, dude. That's pretty much immortality. Plus, you're a ninja. They're badass creatures of the night who, you know, are like super
Vampires
assassins.
get so much pussy.
But
Dude,
I
a
mean,
cyborg assassin would kill a fucking vampire samurai in no time flat, and you know.
no,
Yeah,
it
but is he
depends.
getting
I feel like I
pussy?
don't know
He's
if they could
not.
beat him in
His
the
robot
beginning.
that keeps him going.
Because I mean, yeah, I feel like you forget like vampires have like years and time of like perfecting their bit. I don't know. I feel like a vampire can fuck a samurai up in the beginning, unless the samurai. I mean, I fuck up a cyborg. In my opinion,
sure, maybe if they have super strength endowed from them, say from like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe, maybe I can see that. Yeah, but also think about it. The cyborg is now a ninja. He's not only like the perfect human being times 10 due to being a cyborg, he's also got all the deadly ninja skills that you have to train for like decades and decades and decades to focus to be able to be the most effective, efficient killing machine.
It could be Iron. If it's like Iron Man suit worthy, then I'm going with cyborg because that'd be too much.
I think I just adopted Raysean in the divorce, Kelly. I think
I'm gonna go with cyborg.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, but what happens if you have like really slow software and you can't get a good update? Like, what happens
if Tony
like,
Stark about getting it updated? Haven't you ever watched a Marvel movie?
If you're running on like Windows 7 or something, you know?
We talked to Tony.
I mean, it really depends. I mean,
gonna rely on technology even more.
It's too different because I mean, vampires is magic, and then like,
Apple is going to be controlling your thoughts. Apple is going to be telling you what to do. You are going to be just like a human robot for Apple. They're going to be controlling you. You are going to be a robot ninja for hire.
So that's what this comes down to, the overall agenda and purpose of your own existence. So if you want to boil it down to that, I'm like the most effective, efficient killing machine the world's ever seen, given my cyborg and ninja's traits married together into the perfect body. That is me. But you, on the other hand, what do? You fucking run around in samurai armor trying to get your dick sucked? Like, is that all you're fucking here for?
I would literally be like thousands of years old and I would be so clinically depressed.
Yeah, no shit. You're fucking 30 and clinically depressed.
I know, I'm so depressed.
But you know what else could make like the cyborgs crazier? It's just like if they can learn after like they could just keep learning. Oh man. They'd be unstoppable.
ChatGPT or whatever it is. Like the AI.
Yeah. Oh man. Vampires wouldn't stand a chance. Like after that, like 3 or 4 encounters, y'all be done.
It's only a matter of time till ChatGPT learns how to wield a stake and drive it through the vampire's heart.
Why do we have to fight though? Why can't we be friends?
Because
I feel like in a world where there's vampires and cyborgs, the cyborgs are human minds. They're probably fighting off the vampires.
Were once human. Come on, you guys.
I feel like in a world where it's cyborg ninjas and vampire samurais coexisting, it's literally only a matter of time till they have a war. Like, let's not be real here. The person who put out this Would You Rather, they have some foresight into the deep fucking future, and they understand what the ultimate ramifications for the human race are going to be. And they know that it's going to come down to cyborg ninja, vampire samurai, and they know what side to pick. I hope.
One side has Riz and the other side does not.
Yeah, one side will never fucking die. Your side tries to get his dick sucked and gets a fucking wooden stake put its heart. Like, get out of here, Kelly. You're wrong. I'm gonna see you later.
I don't know. Some iterations of vampires are crazy.
Wicked cool.
It just
Raysean, I swayed you.
We just look cool. We dress cool.
It's not even like that. I'm talking about like the whole underworld.
You can't even go outside when the sun's out, dog. What are you talking about?
Go outside when the sun's out.
Samurai battles when the sun's outside. Sun's outside a lot.
Can though, like depending on
get an umbrella.
Age.
You're gonna be a terrible samurai battler in the dark. All right, just sorry, man.
Wow,
my pros outweigh the cons.
You're lucky that I've got a thick skin because just that would have really cut deep.
You're lucky that I'm not a fucking cyborg ninja because I would kill your vampire fucking samurai wannabe ass. All right, I think I've obviously won the argument here, right? Okay, so we can move on now.
What?
Ellie, get over yourself, dude. You know I don't really give a shit about this, right?
You said I'd be so bad at it. I would be so good at it. That would be
what?
so
good.
What?
A vampire?
Of being a vampire samurai.
You'd be the
Stop
worst at
it.
it. You'd be
I mean, I would love to kill somebody.
Who
with
would you do?
sword.
Who would you bite? All right, you don't even like to get near like friends. Never mind people that you need to survive
I'd be like,
off
do you
of.
have hepatitis C? Let's go to the clinic really quick and check.
We gotta go for a blood test. That'd be you every time, dude.
You might
When's
just have to
last time
steal
you were
blood from the
tested?
hospital or something. Just pick them up like little Capri Suns.
That's what Angel
they're
did in
sucking
like
them up.
season 3 of Buffy. He'd steal like fucking blood from the blood banks, whatever, have somebody drop it off in the docking bay.
You
Or
know?
you could go to the butcher and get pig's blood, you know?
Ew.
Oh, that's like
vampires.
I wouldn't be able to go to the butcher.
If I was
They're only
another
open during the
vampire and I
day.
saw you doing that, I'd be like, ugh.
She's weird. Don't hang out with her. Yeah.
Good vampires, that's
What?
what they do, man. I'm sorry. This is what it is.
Half breeds. I was watching Harry
You guys want to
Potter.
start a Buffy the Vampire Slayer podcast?
You clearly do. I haven't watched
don't know.
Bro, I almost did last year with Spike, and then he fucking cold shouldered me. It was the worst. I still think about it and get sad about it. Like, not every day, but I'm good for it like once a week.
Fuck Spike. I wish I knew where he was at. I'd kick his ass.
Actually, you know who Spike is, Raysean, in relation to like shit you know? He's the voice of Zamasu in Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
I've been watching Big Bang Theory. It's a good show, guys.
Funny. No,
that show is amazing.
Not funny.
No,
if you ever watch that show without the
Oh
laugh track, it's actually so awkward and uncomfortable and not funny.
I don't know why, but I've watched it from season 1 to like season 4. It's one of the. I think it's funny. Maybe it's the laugh track. I don't know. I just think it's a very funny show. Very well put together. Like for a show I never thought I would like. I was surprised I've watched so much of it.
Okay. Maybe it's just like limited exposure to comedy. Okay, maybe that's what it is. You ever watched instead of that show, you ever tried to watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Funnier. It's definitely funnier.
It's one of the greatest long-running it's about to start its 16th season. It's the longest running TV live action comedy in terms of years it's been on TV. Not in terms of episodes or anything, but that's one of the funniest TV shows of all time. You should watch Sunny. Although Sunny is a thing that you need to like. It's not an acquired taste. I want to say that, but it might take you like 3 or 4 episodes to like figure out the humor a little bit. But honestly, if you're clicking with Big Bang humor, I'm nervous. I can't believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that show.
Big Bang.
Not funny.
That show
no
really
offense,
I love that show.
That show's all about fake nerd shit, man. Every time they make a nerd reference, they're like, "Oh, look at me in my Green Lantern shirt. Oh, I wish."
And then it's like the background. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, the laugh track definitely makes
what makes it sound funny.
I mean, like if it's on, it's not.
Laughing,
Yo, you know what my guilty pleasure terrible sitcom show is 2.5 Men. Early 2.5 Men. It's a bad show. I think it's fucking hilarious sometimes. I could watch that shit in syndication for like several hours at a time. Not a particularly good show. Sometimes it's kind of funny. Sometimes the stories hook me. I like Charlie Sheen. I like Ducky from Pretty in Pink. Whoever that little fat kid is, they're fine. Sometimes TV show doesn't need to be fucking groundbreaking. It needs to be fine to fill the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like The Nanny.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Kelly. That's way too far.
The Nanny named Fran. Is that way out of left field?
The one with the weird voice.
Mr. Sheffield.
Yeah. I remember when
she's been making money off that show for a while because it comes on at that weird ass time.
Fran Drescher is interesting to me for 2 reasons. Well, I guess 3 reasons. One, like she's famous for her obnoxious laugh, right? But also, like, 2, she was in Spinal Tap, which is like one of the most informative, important pop culture, comedic points of the 80s of all time. Like, if you haven't watched Spinal Tap, I don't know if it's up your alley, Ray or Kelly even, but it's one of my favorite movies ever. She's in Spinal Tap for a couple scenes, which I think is weird because then she goes on to make The Nanny like 7 or 8 years later. But after that, she also has a scene in Weird Al's movie from 1989 called UHF. And she's like an assistant or something at his TV show station that he made up. And then, I don't know, like to know that she goes on to become like this iconic person in comedy and sitcoms, generally speaking, with that stupid dumbass laugh.
Stop making fun of her.
And it annoys me. But then I think back to like cool people that she knows and has worked with in the past, and I'm like, she must have known what she was doing, dude. Fred Drescher must have actually been pretty cool.
You know
I mean,
what?
I like that show.
You kind of say the same thing with, well, kind of can say the same thing with Bryan Cranston, but he's good in movies too. So never mind.
It's
kind of
funny
hard.
You bring up Bryan Cranston though. I'm actually
he's amazing.
I've been watching a ton of Breaking Bad stuff recently, and I want to go watch not Breaking Saul. Want to go watch Better Call Saul because I never watched that, and then rewatch Breaking Bad because I've never watched the first one. I want to watch them in order like that. Dude, Bryan Cranston is such an amazing goddamn actor. It's fucking stupid.
Great. I don't even know how he's been hitting.
And he
I
seems
always want to see him in a movie with Leonardo. I want to see all the greatest actors that we consider like top 10 in a movie together. I just want to see how good it would be.
So it'll be like the Expendables. When there's too
many good people together, it becomes unbelievable. Personally,
distracting even.
Because when there's like a few really good ones, you can kind of believe it because they're amongst, you know what I mean? But when it's too many, I don't know. It doesn't feel real.
Well, I can feel you on that.
What about like those Ocean's 11 movies with George Clooney and all his fucking 10 big ass celebrity friends? Like that's basically
I think the first one was okay. But even then, that was like years ago. You know what I mean? Like before, like that movie came out a long time ago. I feel like a movie now with like some of the biggest people, it just would be, I think, hard to get into.
Think about the
Expendables. And then it's harder too because
the pitch for the Expendables and the Fast and the Furious movies now, though, like over the top action stars all in the same movie again. You know, that's.
And they're bringing The Rock back for the Fast and Furious. You know why he's doing that though? Because that last movie he did flop. He got to rebound. He got to rebuild his cred.
He's mad about Black Adam.
And his cred didn't went down from that. Yeah. So he has to build his shit back up now.
Want to know what's great about?
He's been in 1,000 movies.
Yeah, but like 1,000 movies over the last 10 years where he basically just wears the same brown shirt in every one. And then he got the opportunity to do Black Adam and become a superhero movie and help put some kind of flag down for a good, hopefully, DC movie in the face of all the positive stuff Marvel's done over the last 15 whatever years. And then he fucked it up because not only did he choose not to tie into the Shazam movies that I never watched them, but from what I understand, fans enjoyed them. He could have tied into a nice little niche fan base, built the excitement on that, but he said, nah, who the fuck is Shazam? Black Adam fights Superman. It's like, actually, historically,
that's not even true.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't really fight Superman at all. He fights Shazam.
The Rock fights Superman.
Yeah, The Rock wanted to fight Superman is what he wanted to do. He wanted to be The Rock versus Superman, and you know what, dude? I'm glad he fell on his fucking face with that shit. Want to know what I'm really glad about, though? Is that this just became some kind of extra segment where I don't know if it's part of the show now or if it's like a special extra thing. Maybe I just leave it in, but we just had a TV and movie segment. And honestly, I think it was a nice, random change of pace, super organic conversations between me and two of my best friends.
Shut up, Kyle. You're going to make me blush.
Shut the fuck up, Kelly. I don't even like you that much. It's mostly Raysean I was saying that about.
All right, nice. That makes me feel a lot better.
I figured it would, you weirdo. Okay, so we got this next one, some relationship advice. Who's gonna read it?
It looks like the original post was deleted, but we got a screen grab of that shit, so I've still got it here. Ready?
Yep.
Is it weird for my 22 female boyfriend, 25, to approach me about a threesome with my friend? For context, my best friend and I have been friends for over 10 years. She has always been around me and my boyfriend throughout our whole relationship. This has never been an issue, and I didn't think anything of it until the other day. I'm open for anything in my relationship, and I'm very comfortable with where I'm at with my boyfriend, so I told him we could pursue a threesome partner. With that being said, it had a few obvious rules, one being no one we knew. He then said, never mind. As I pursued the issue, which now I wish I didn't, he told me he had someone in mind and I would never be comfortable with it. After finally getting it out of him, I was astounded. I don't even know what to do now. What do you guys think? Think that that's weird?
Ray, you want to start or you want me to start?
Well, if you didn't add in the other part, I was going to be like, well, he's asking you, so there's no problem with asking. But with you going a little bit deeper into it with the other part, it makes me think, maybe they got some type of this is kind of plotted or something. You know,
when you say the other part, Raysean, do you mean the other part meaning he drops? It would be somebody you'd never agree to. Is that the part?
Yeah.
He brought this to her knowing that she would fucking freak out about it.
Yeah,
not because he thought he stood a chance at banging her friend and her at the same time. This dude, I think, might want to fuck your friend and maybe break up with you. And this is the way that he's starting it.
Yeah, and I feel like your friend is either kind of giving that type of vibe that he feels okay to even ask this. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if your friend was like, nah, I would never do some shit like that, he would never ask. But I feel like she's giving him some type of okay flag.
Oh,
like,
I didn't
even yeah.
Think about that.
That's what I'm thinking. That's my opinion. I don't know.
I do think you wouldn't even ask if you felt like it was a hard no from the friend. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I agree, Raysean. There definitely has to be a vibe, you know?
Back up. Hard no from the friend, but the girlfriend would reject her right out of hand. So the fact that he even thought it was okay to like bring it up, he's like, "Oh, I had somebody, but I know that you'd say no right away." Like if the friend would say no right away, that's one thing. You could be like, you know, I wish we could fuck together. I wish it was that person. But
the girlfriend
would reject it automatically. Dude, this kid's looking to start shit and or break up with his girlfriend and simultaneously maybe fuck her friend at the same time. This guy's not a good one.
I think you should counter him and be like, well, if we do that, well, let me fuck you and your best friend.
What
and see, I want to just see if he's still okay with it. Then I don't know, maybe.
Oh, like some Eiffel Tower stuff. Word.
Oh, well, I guess never mind. He might be cool with it. Never mind. You know.
Yeah, maybe he's a little gay too. Only gay if you make eye contact while you high five each other.
I don't know. I'm one of those people that believes if you see another dick.
This is kind of a tough one though, because I feel like all three. I mean, Kelly, who knows about you?
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Were you just about to say that if you see another dick, you're gay? Is that literally what you were going to say? I just have to know.
You know, I don't know. I'm high still.
Hell of an excuse.
Okay. Okay.
I'm thinking in the threesome type of situation. I feel like if I catch myself watching, like looking at your dick, then I might have some questions.
Oh no!
I'm going to give some advice.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to give some serious, actual like sexuality advice.
I'm not trying to talk about threesomes publicly.
If you feel like if you had a threesome with a girl and another guy and you glimpsed the guy's dick or like brushed arms with the guy, that you'd freak out about it, then you are not in a position to have a threesome with a man and a woman.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if I catch myself like looking at someone's like dick. I'm not talking about like there's another dick in the room.
Looking at or admiring. It's two different things, right? Which one are you doing?
You're not going to see it. You're going to see it probably. Like
I can understand seeing it, but I'm talking about like, oh my god, what the hell? Like I'm amazed by it. Like then
checking it out.
Are we learning some shit about Ray right now? What's
dick.
happening?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. My point is,
I feel like the words that come out my mouth come out a way that I understand, but then the way y'all interpret them, be making me think maybe I'm not understanding what I'm saying.
Or maybe you're not understanding your own sexuality. That's what it sounds like to us.
Oh, well, you know, maybe
gotcha.
Guys, I might be. I love everybody equally, so you know.
Yeah, with your dick too, though.
I don't know.
Nice, Raysean. I'm so happy for you.
Okay, listen. This is the advice.
Space.
It's the girlfriend who's posting this, right, Kelly?
Yes.
Break up with your boyfriend. He wants to fuck your friend. Make sure that you tell your friend that he wants to fuck you, and that's the reason that he broke up. And make sure that your friend knows about it, so that way she doesn't fuck your friend. There you go.
And then I bet you 3 months later, your friend's gonna be with him?
Depends, man. If she is, then fuck it. That's a fake friend. Somebody you don't want in your life anyway.
Well,
Very
that's
true.
true. Maybe.
We learned a lot today, dude. Like, you need to really take inventory and stock of like who the loyal friends are. And sometimes you need to take stock on how much time you might be gazing at a dick during a threesome. And that's what Raysean has to wrestle with from here on out.
As someone who spends a lot of time with my friends that are a couple, like a lot of my friends have like a boyfriend or whatever, I don't think that any of them have been like, you know, who we should totally fuck? Kelly.
Would you ever do a gangbang?
No.
That sounds interesting. You know, that's a lot of camaraderie right there.
Camaraderie, you said?
A lot of people with the same goal, you know?
A lot of people with the same goal. Rounding it out for the end of the show, Raysean, I believe this one is yours.
I guess this is what? No stupid questions. Is that what this the slash?
r/no stupid questions, but in reality, people ask stupid questions all the time, so
just ask them anyway, though.
Yeah, fuck it.
When does it become talking bad about someone behind their back instead of speaking the truth about your experience with someone to another person? Where is the line drawn?
I'm gonna be so fucking for real with you guys right now, okay?
Do it.
I talk a lot of shit, okay? It's my favorite thing to do, all right? Is just talk shit. I do it relentlessly all the time. So for me personally...
Hold on, Kel. Hold on. Yeah. Who do you talk shit with? Because, like, we're two of your friends. I've heard about two of your other friends besides us, and I know that you're tight with your dad. Who do you talk shit to?
Anyone who will listen to me and feels like a safe person for me to talk shit to. Okay. It's like my favorite bonding technique. If they're willing to goss, they can talk shit. Oh my God, then it's golden. All right. So, but my rule though is if it's someone I like and you start talking shit to me, that's a no-no. So that's the rule, is if I don't like them, we're talking shit. We can talk shit until the fucking cows come home. If it's someone I like, I'll still talk shit, but I'll be like, but they were having a rough day that day. You know, they're trying hard. You know, I've got to like make it a little bit better then. You know, soften it up.
Yeah.
But I talk mad shit. So I feel like people should always talk shit.
I don't feel like I talk mad shit. I feel like I talk the same amount of shit that I would talk to a person's face directly in most cases. Like, I try, like, honestly, it's because I've caught myself doing it much further back in my life of being like, you're just complaining about somebody to complain about them. They're not here to defend themselves. It's not fair. I guess that's called growing up or whatever the fuck Blink-182 said, right? So it's more like the things or the opinions that you hold about somebody or that you feel about them. Hopefully you're comfortable being able to say them to their face, but like, and certain, you got to read the fucking situation, dude. Like, I think about it in terms of like, you know, work, like coworkers and working within a team at work. And sometimes you notice somebody who isn't picking up, you know, the slack the same way that they used to, or the same way that other people do on your team. And it becomes frustrating and it starts to impact you a little bit directly, right? I can see a little bit of talking shit about that and like trying to vent a little bit, but like also doing it in a way where it's not like you're just doing it to talk smack and say bad things about the person, but it's just like pointing out the facts of what this person has done and how it's impacted you directly. So like, I think I draw the line somewhere around like, this is how it's affected me personally. And I'm not trying to say anything more about the person themselves, just like how their actions are affecting me, even if they are a lazy little bitch who doesn't know how to fucking answer the phone when people call them and they don't know how to fucking do anything after the goddamn fact. I'm not going to say any names. That was mostly a joke, but I do have coworkers now, and sometimes I do find myself very frustrated with things that they do or don't do.
I do think you made a good point, Kyle. What I say about whoever, right? I have a little rule with myself where if it was like recorded and played to them, would I stand behind what I said?
Yes.
The answer is yes, because I have very few friends, so I don't give a shit what other people think about me. 1. And 2, I think things I say are funny. So if it did get recorded and played back to them, I'd be like, yeah, yikes. Sorry you had to hear about it like that. But
and that is basically
that was pretty eye-opening for you.
The birth of this podcast. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Raysean?
When the line crosses when you're talking about somebody, you take it from a statement and then you start actually talking about that person instead of what's actually making you mad about the situation. That's where I think the line is crossed. Like if I was at work and I was mad at how somebody was doing a certain job, and I'd say, okay, I hate how they fucking clean the room. I feel like I could say that. But if I'm like, okay, I hate how his old ass go in there and clean the room. If he wasn't fucking old, like I feel like if I'm saying all that extra shit, that's me talking shit. I'm making it more personable for no reason. I feel like that's where the line is crossed. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm an asshole. So yes, I talk shit about everybody. My family makes a fucking habit of doing it. It's one of the fakest families in the world.
Okay. Pause. I can totally relate to that because me and my family intertwined, like my mom's family especially. So much shit talking. My mom is like the quote unquote black sheep of our family, of her and her fucking 3 other sisters. But like in reality, what black sheep means is that she's actually some fucking how the most normal of the 4 of them. So like I'm curious to hear like what kind of shit you do talk about your own family internally, but also what kind of shit do you talk about me? Because I'm your Rhode Island family. So what do you say about me?
Dangerous
I know that you say some shit. Did people tell me? I mean, people let me know you make some comments sometimes.
Ooh.
I don't know. They have to tell me those comments because I don't really know the last time I talked shit about you, Kyle. I think the only time I've ever say anything about you is when I'd be like, yeah, he's like a sound freak.
Oh my god! Okay,
Kyle. That's the only thing I think I've ever said about you. But like, when
Raysean has his air conditioner going on in the background right now, in case anybody can hear it. But yeah, continue.
Kyle, seems the only time I've ever bitched about you is when it was summertime and you want us to close the window and shut the air conditioning, and I'll be like, fucking recorded, sweated my ass off because Kyle of all,
why the fuck would you have an air conditioner on with the window open? Okay, that's first. I'm literally saving you money on the electricity bill. That's your own stupidity. Close the window next time. Let the AC go like for like 8 to 10 hours prior to recording. And then you could turn the air conditioner off for about 60 minutes while we were recording. I understand how heat works. It rises to the top. I get it. But what you don't understand is that if you just put your AC on just a little bit earlier in the summertime, we don't have to worry about it.
Who's got a clicky pen? Fucking not me. I'm not allowed to have them anymore. Because I made you
put it down. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I understand that I have this.
Hey, Raysean, you kept hitting the table the other day when you were recording, so you gotta stop doing that.
You do, though. When you do shit like that, it makes it hard for me to keep your sentences intact because you're doing one of these smashing on a table. I'm just trying to keep the sound intact and not pick up extra shit that we don't need.
I didn't say that to like start anything.
This is all in good fun, Kyle.
I was just letting everybody.
No. This is not in good fun at all. You're right. This is in terrible fun, and I hate you guys and will kill you all.
I'm not surprised.
God forbid I want our podcast to sound nice. Yeah, fuck me. What a dick I am.
I'm so grateful
that's the only shit I ever talk about,
Kyle. Any of the stuff you do.
But my family personally, my family.
Oh, sure. You're gonna try to bring it back away from me now. Okay, double slight on me. Okay, go ahead, Raysean. Tell me about your family I never met. Go ahead.
I thought you literally asked.
I was curious about it. You're right. I did ask.
Like literally everybody just tries to act like they one up on everybody, but then you're just like, no, you're not. I don't know. There's a lot of people. I got a lot of uncles that think they the shit. And you'd be like, you're just a drunkie, crackhead.
Damn.
You know,
but we stopped talking shit about me to talk about your crackhead uncle.
Me too. Sorry about that.
That was the funniest thing I've said this entire time. Or was it?
You know? But you know, everybody talks shit. You probably talk shit about me too. So I don't know.
Honestly, there is no shit that I would talk about you that I would not say directly to your face. Real talk. Same with Kelly.
True. No,
Same
I
with
know.
Kelly.
You've humbled me before.
I have no reason to lie to you guys. Lying to you guys does not serve me in any kind of productive way other than to maybe like put off hurting your feelings. Honestly, I'd rather hurt your feelings real quick for 10 seconds and then be like, this is why I just told you that. It's not anything personal, but this is why I said it. I'd much rather operate that way in my life. And I wish I'd operated that way in my life with like romantic relationships throughout my life, which I've never been able to do. But like, I weirdly, maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say right now about myself, but maybe I value like friendships more than I do romantic relationships. I'd way rather be upfront and like honest with people that I value and talk with a lot and respect. And there's just no point in lying and beating around the bush. You know what I mean? Is that an autism thing?
If it is, I share in that trait. It's like ripping off the Band-Aid. You know, just say it, be upfront, be honest, and move on.
Yeah. I wish I could adopt that in romantic endeavors. Maybe one day I'll learn how to go on a date with a girl again. We'll see.
I think friendships feel safer. Is that why, maybe?
Maybe, although my friendships never felt safe. You two are two of the safest friendships I've felt I've had in a very long time.
Aw, thanks, Kyle.
I don't even mean that to be like, oh, for the fucking end of the show.
That's so nice.
I just mean like most friendships really do feel fleeting and they come and go through phases. Sometimes you fuck with somebody a lot and like they hang out with you a bunch. Other times you don't talk to them for years on end. It doesn't change how you feel about people or like how much you love them or whatever. Sometimes something happens and that's the result of it. But sometimes it organically happens. But like if I don't talk to you two for too long, I start getting itchy because I'm like, dude, this is the only people who understand the weird shit going on in my brain. This is why we started the Advice Pod. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see me moving my shoulders as if I'm itchy with either scabies or the inability to talk to my friends, which I never want to experience because Raysean and Kelly are my favorite friends. Wearing a Dunder Mifflin t-shirt. Now you have to go watch YouTube.
You know, that's why I have a therapist, is because she's someone who like literally cannot leave me. I just tell her everything I want to tell her and she has to listen every week. It's Kelly, like an appointment friendship.
Okay. I just want to completely shatter your illusions there. Oh, never mind. Do I want to do that? You're my friend.
No, be honest. Is it unhinged and weird? Yes.
No. When I was a kid, I had like 2 or 3 different therapists quit on me because they didn't feel like, I mean, like 8, 9 years old, because they didn't feel like they were making any progress in terms of being able to talk to my mom about stuff.
Which, I have to act like I'm getting a little bit better, but not too much better, where then she thinks that I don't need her anymore.
You're not getting so good that she still won't be able to bill you in 6 months. Yeah, she wants that recurring appointment on her calendar. All right, so that's the advice. This has been a really weird, long, one-shot episode. Sometimes we record 2 of these in a row, but today we're just, it's been a long Monday. The way you made
that sound, Kyle, make me feel like there's some case studies of you somewhere. Like,
of me?
Yeah, I tried my best, but this kid right here, just read this file. But
I'm very I don't want to, secretive is not the right word, but like guarded, compartmentalized. If people are asking me how's things going, even if it's in the capacity of a therapist, keep in mind, dude, 8, 9 years old, you don't really know who the fuck you're talking to or why you're even talking to them. What are you gonna say to them? Yeah, everything's fine.
You be fucking with them or something? Like, I want to burn the house
we play like board games and shit, and they'd be like, "Is everything okay?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, it's good." And that's all I could say because I didn't know how to talk about it or express myself for the things I was feeling because I was worried I'd get in trouble. So
I feel that.
Well,
when everything that you say might be used in court as evidence against one of the, not against me, I'm 8, against one of the other parents, you're always very mindful of the words that you choose. So going to therapist when I was a kid didn't really serve me very well. But all right, downer way to end the episode. I'm glad we just brought it out like that.
See, I would have been in there saying some crazy shit. They probably would have been like, "Yeah,
I'm gonna whip my penis out. I'm gonna go to behavioral health services for the rest of my life. Intensive outpatient
my dick in butter.
I'm gonna stick my dick in the butter."
And be like, you know what? I know you have a problem with people hearing you at school. bring a gun. I bet you they'll hear you tomorrow.
Jesus Christ, Raysean. This was such a good episode until the gun
stuff. There was no reference the whole time.
No, all right.
I was trying to end it on a better note. I'm sorry.
On a better note with guns? Jesus Christ, bro.
My fault.
All right,
I was
we're done.
Kyle, that's how you know it's rough.
Yeah, it's real fucking rough, dude.
It's rough.
Shit's rough as fuck.
Kyle's like school shootings. Let's bring that up to cheer everybody up.
This is supposed to be like a nice, friendly podcast to like help you escape, help you kick off the weekend on a Friday morning. It's like, yo, it's Friday. We're gonna get out the office early today, maybe, or like at least know I have 2 days off to look forward to. I'm gonna listen to these funny ass motherfuckers. Listen, first thing in the morning, we'll have my coffee at my desk, and now it's like they just had a great, good hour-long time with us, and you're like, by the way, mass shootings happen, and I'm gonna talk about it.
Never forget.
Never forget all the mass shootings we have literally every single day. All right, we're done.
Actually, it's been cray.
Yeah, no, it's been bad. We're not going to get into it because we're done and we don't want to be any more depressed than we've already been. Make sure you please subscribe to the Advice Pod wherever you get the show, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. If you are on YouTube, you can now watch us. Sometimes if we have terrible video connection, you can see a cartoon avatar of one of us. I feel like I just lost sound on everybody. I don't know if I'm lagging or anything while I wrap this show up, but I'm going to continue with my call to action. So what I will say is make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Go watch the video stuff. There's some fun memes in between the segments. It's a slightly different experience than the audio only. So Raysean is pretending like he's watched it in the past. I know that he hasn't.
You have no idea.
There are links in the show notes to everything I just talked about, and we will see you next Friday. Advice. Raysean, what do you say? What do you say at the end of this shit?
Don't be a butt cheek, guys.
What's great is that I put out an episode the other day where you didn't say that at the end of the recording for some reason, and I was like, shit, I feel naked now that he didn't say that. So I just needed to make sure, cover my bases. Okay.